Devan Dubnyk. Skinner walks in. Shut down.
Hawkins center for Taves. Quick shot to save and a beautiful toe save made by Dubnyk on the rebound against Victor Stalberg.
Here's Daniel Sedin to the net. Stop. Rebound. Salo. Stopped as well. Daniel can't jam it home. Hendrick shoots. Stopped by Dubnyk, who's got the puck. What a sequence.
Whitney down low. Bravada. Doan. What a save by Devan Dubnyk as he comes across and robs the captain of the Phoenix Coyotes.
Welcome to another edition of Ask an Oiler presented by Ford. Today's guest is Devan Dubnyk. Devan, how are you doing?
Good. I guess I was talking.
There you go. Yeah, mic up to the mouth. Devan, this is, I'm sure you're aware of it, fan questions that we're going to do rapid fire. Let's get started. You ready?
Yep.
Here we go. First question is a two-parter. Marcus from Woodbridge and Emily from Sherwood Park asked these questions. Who was your favorite hockey team growing up as a child, and who was your favorite goalie while you were a youngster?
I actually didn't have a favorite hockey team. I moved around a lot when I was a kid. Lived in Toronto, Winnipeg, Vancouver, and Calgary. I was born in Regina, so I kind of just cheered for the team that I was living at the time. And I also got bullied into cheering for the Toronto Maple Leafs. My brother's big Maple Leafs fan too, because he was born in Toronto area. So got bullied into that a little bit, but was never a true Leafs fan at heart. And when it comes to players, my favorite goalie growing up was Freddie Brathwaite. It was when I became a goalie in Calgary. He was the Flames goalie, and I got a chance to meet him a couple times, and that was pretty memorable for me. I got a couple signed sticks of his still in jersey and whatnot. And other than that, I was also a really big fan of Curtis Joseph.
Okay, and now Freddie Brathwaite, you have a mask that you haven't worn much at all this season, but you said it was kind of derived from Freddie Brathwaite's old mask as an Oiler.
Yeah, it unfortunately it doesn't fit very well. I don't know if my head's got big over this year or something, but no, it's yeah. I tried to kind of base it off of his mask when he was in Calgary, and it actually turned out really well. It's too bad I got to cut some of the foam out of it or something, but it's I don't know if we'll see that one.
You said there's still hope for it, maybe.
Maybe we'll see. I don't know if we get around to fixing it, but might be one for the mantle.
All right, next question comes from Patricia. Here in Edmonton, she asks, Devan, what has been your favorite moment this season so far?
Oh, that's tough to say. I think I'd have to go with just getting the chance to play in the home opener and then winning it. That was my first home opener, first season opener, and a lot of nerves there. I was pretty excited to get a chance to do it, and obviously against Pittsburgh, yeah, and obviously you know, with the way the game turned out to finish in the shootout was pretty exciting for me. Okay,
we're going to follow that one up with Karen from Vancouver, who asks, Devan, what's your favorite memory to happen on the road with the team?
That's tough. It's hockey-wise, I think, again, I'd probably have to go with my first road win, which was a couple years ago in LA. It was my last game of the season. Right. I managed to get it in there. I got 55 shots, I think, and we ended up winning in a shootout. And you know, rookie parties are always a good time on the road. Right. It's a good chance to mix with the guys, and you know, my first rookie party was a lot of fun. The guys treated me really well, and I had a blast.
I think when you won that game, you kind of just looked up to the heavens, if I remember correctly.
That was Detroit.
That was Detroit.
Yeah, that was my first win that took 11 tries to get to.
Now you have a few more. All right. Jennifer from Fort McMurray asks, what is your favorite and least favorite team to play against?
Well, my least favorite is St. Louis by far and beyond. I just added another beauty to the archives in that saga last night. I don't really have a favorite team to play against. I think it's always exciting when you get a chance to play against Detroit or Vancouver. You know, I always love playing in Calgary,
right?
Being from there, and obviously with the rivalry. So there's
a
lot
of teams there.
Yeah, that was nice this year. There's a lot of teams, those kind of rivalries, or you know, the powerhouse teams that are exciting to get up and play.
Which
for.
You guys have beaten a few times this year.
Yeah,
we'll add that in there. Okay, Cody from Edmonton asks, if you could be any other Oiler for a day, who would you be and why?
Oh, we got so many superstars on our team. I don't know, when you get to be my age at 25, you start to feel old. So
right.
you know, I'd always like to go back and be 12 again. So I think I'd be Nuge for a day. He's 12, isn't he? 12,
I think
13,
so.
Yeah.
A little
So
somewhere around there.
I'd like to go back to my teenage years, and I'll pick Nuge.
Excellent answer. Okay, Lindsay from Provost asks, what's your favorite part about playing in Edmonton?
Just being in the Canadian city and you know, playing in front of the fans every night. Everybody cares so much. You know, it's a great environment. It's we're building, obviously, and everybody's so positive and excited about the build. You know, it's just every time you get a chance to play out in front of the home crowd, it's exciting. It's an experience, and you know, you always feel good about it after.
Okay, last question, Devin. Here we go. Kelly from Victoria wants to know, as a goalie, do you have a different way of getting in shape in the summer than players do, and do you work any harder or any less?
Not any harder or any less. It's definitely a different kind of shape. You know, obviously, if you watch how a game goes, you know, players are flying up and down the ice, and then they go sit, and then they get back on, they fly up and down the ice. And you know, for goalies, it's more you know, we got to be able to hold our squat for a while and kind of be powerful, you know, at one time rather than up and down the ice.
Like short little bursts kind of thing.
So it's just you know, you still train, you still do weights, and a lot of the stuff is similar, but you know, there's certainly some different stuff that you do, whether it's a little bit more core and legs rather than concentrating on the upper body.
How about flexibility? How much of that is a key?
You know what, I'm not a real flexible guy. I guess I'm flexible for being 6'5",
right.
But you know, I think when it comes to goalies, I'm not overly flexible. So that's not really part of my game, but at the same time, I think it's something that I always try to work on. I've been doing Pilates for 7 years now, and you know, it's just more maintenance-wise, especially as you get older. You know, it's important to maintain flexibility so that you don't hurt yourself.
Devin, thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you, fans, for all of your questions, and thank you for joining us for another edition of Ask an Oiler, presented by Ford.